Okay, so we're going to do Exodus 2 tonight. Now, there was a man who was from the house of Levi who married a Levite woman. Okay, and she got pregnant and she gave birth to a son. Okay, so we have to think about how the situation was. Dang it, in Egypt right then was when you got pregnant. Instead of it being this super happy, just wonderful, wonderful time that parents love so much because you're gonna have a baby, and it's just so joyous. When you got pregnant and you lived right then and there in that time, all you can think about is, I hope it's a girl, I hope it's a girl, I hope it's a girl, I hope it's a girl. And you just would worry that it's gotta be a girl, because if it was a boy, what they were doing was the Pharaoh had ordered all his people that every boy that was born must be thrown into the Nile, but to keep the girls alive. So he couldn't get the midwives to cooperate, so he just told everybody, if you see an Israelite boy, a baby boy, take him and throw him into the Nile. So this Levite couple got pregnant and they gave birth to a son. So imagine that the baby comes out of the mommy, and the very first thing they look is see is a boy or girl, and it's a boy, and they're like, no. When they hold the baby and they love the baby and he's beautiful, and they want to protect the baby, they want to keep the baby. So when they saw that he was a fine child, the mother hid him for 3 months. And when she could hide him no longer, she made a basket. See, lady, who can tell me who this story is about? She made a basket and coated it with pitch, which would be something that would make it not sink. And she placed the child in it and put him among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. Then Pharaoh's daughter went down to the Nile to take a bath, and her attendants were walking along the river. She saw the basket among the reeds and sent her slave girl to get it. She opened it and saw the baby. He was crying, and she felt sorry for him. I can just imagine, do the voice, okay? Oh, this is one of the Hebrew babies, she said. She knew nobody would just stick a baby boy out in the river, unless it was one of the Hebrew babies. Alright, and she felt sorry for him. He was crying. Can you imagine her picking him up and going, oh, now, shh, it's okay. And just the immediate bond that you feel with a brand new baby. And she was feeling sorry for her and already starting to fall in love with this baby. Then his sister, the baby's sister, what was her name? Mom, do you remember what her name was? Can't remember what her name was. I think it starts with an M or something. Anyways, the baby sister goes up to the queen and says, hey, shall I go get somebody to take care of the baby for you? So she says, shall I go get somebody to nurse the baby? Okay, they didn't have like bottles back then. The babies just got the milk out of the mother's breast, and that doesn't happen unless you just had a baby. So the queen could not feed the baby because she didn't have the baby. Somebody that just had a baby could feed the baby. So the sister says, I know somebody that just had a baby and could take care of this baby and feed it for you. So who do you think she's thinking about? Moses' real mom. So Pharaoh's daughter says, yes, go. And the girl went and got the baby's mother. So here's Moses' mother looking at baby Moses being held by this beautiful queen. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this baby and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So, cha-ching, she gets to keep her baby. That's the greatest thing ever. And for doing what she would have already been doing anyways, just feeding her baby, the queen is going to pay her. Is that the blessing of the Lord? So, will you do what you wanted with all of your heart to do? Keep your baby and get paid for it. So, like, Daniel, will you eat bacon all day long? And, oh, by the way, I'll pay you like $1 million to do that. Grace, will you go, please, and just pet all the dogs at the shelter? And I'll pay you for that. Would you do that for me, please? Yeah, Mom, will you go shop at Brighton all day long, and I'll pay you for it? So she nursed him, and the child grew, and when he was grown, when he got old enough to where he didn't need to eat baby food anymore, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." You guys have a good night. Love you.